Wanna say goodbye, yeah. Want your skin on my skin. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got. Yeah, we try. Side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try. Side by side, but things don't get better. You get bitter. Wanna say goodbye, yeah. Lay your head on my chest. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else around. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got. Yeah, we try. Side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try. Side by side, but things don't get.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, Bardman and GK? Thank you for your donations. Maruta, Andrew. We got Michelle. We got GK, of course. Strider, what's going on? We got Michelle C. It's good to see you again. How you doing? All right, let's get started with the show. Got a couple of questions. Will S contact me this month? Will S come around and do the contact thing and pick up the phone, pick up something and try to make it work, try to make it happen? We need to figure this out right now. Let's go forth and get it done with this particular tarot right here. Be perfect, the perfect tarot to make that happen. Because we need to find out if S is coming around at all, if they're interested, or have they completely lost interest. Let's see what's going on here. All right. We're going to go with a couple of cards over here and see if that's going to be a big yes or a big no as far as that goes. I think we're in focus. I think the focus looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, first thing we got is the Magician, then the Devil, then the Five of Cups. It just feels like no, not this month. A little bit of a thumbs down reaction on that just immediately. No, that's not to say that they won't contact us at all. Of course, I do think that that is possible indeed, but for this particular purpose, it does not look for your question of this month, next month, like what's going on, when is it going to happen kind of thing. I really think it looks like it's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit longer than a month. Yeah, so let me fix my light. Hang on, my light is skitzing out over here. I'm not really sure how to fix it, but maybe if I move it up some. There we go. That's a little bit better. Anyway, a little bit oversaturated on the lighting right here, and that's the way it goes. All right, but yeah, the Five of Cups just says there's a level of disappointment in this particular matter. So if you're looking for this to resolve pretty soon, it just doesn't look like that's going to happen. The Devil just kind of says there's still something there that's preventing that. There's still something there that's kind of stopping it. That's making it just not happen right now, right? So you just have a little bit of that Devil. Once that Devil gets out of there, once that Devil sort of moves past, we're able to sort of get that out of the way. I think we have a lot better option. We have a lot better possibilities. But as far as right now, it just look like the Devil's leading into the Five of Cups or transitioning over to that Five of Cups, and you have a little bit of difficulty indeed. Now, if you're looking for like when will they contact you, I really think you could be looking at a couple of months later, right? V, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, you just have a little bit of a Magician here. It feels like there is some possibilities. There's some open doors that will happen eventually. We just have to sort of wait those out and then see where they go as far as that is. Bardman and V are next. Mizrak, what's going on? Good to see you. All right, let's see. if we can move this light, you move this light where it's not as intense. The intensity is just what's sort of killing us right now. All right. So yeah, move the light a little bit so it's not as intense, and hopefully that's going to fix it. We're going to fix it a little here, get it out of my face. Yeah, that does look better. It looks much better. Kind of harsh shadows, but you know, there is a little audiobook of Pendulette's random while working. Yeah, Pendulette, pretty funny dude there. All right, let's see what's going on here with Bartman. What's going to happen when I start writing my Dungeons and Dragons, Children of Story again, Tarot of Dragons. Now, notice you didn't ask for the Dungeons and Dragons, you asked for the dragons. Does anybody want the Dungeons and Dragons tarot at this point? I mean, that seems to be one of the least popular tarot decks that I've ever had, I gotta say. One of the least popular ones. And you would think for an IP of Dungeons and Dragons, that thing would just be flying off the shelf. But no, I mean, they just did it wrong. And this is one of those, you know, where if that was the only tarot that was available, I think it'd be very successful indeed. But the fact that like you have so many other options that are just better, it just really sort of kills that particular deck, just in my opinion, of course, though, you know. All right, Tarot of Dragons indeed. Let's go for it and see what's going to see what is going to happen. We start writing the other book up here. See what's going on. You do have kind of a good feel here with this Four of Pentacles. It does say that you have all of the things that you need for this, right? You have a lot of good things here that you need, a lot of pending things that are going to be available to you. It's almost like that some of the other writing that you have done, some of the other things that you have practiced on, what have you, I think that that's really going to sort of come into play here to where you have some good possibilities and a lot of sort of good feels or kind of things that you're looking for, right? Four of Pentacles. I have what I need as far as equipment, as far as experience, as far as, you know, sort of pulling from the pool of experiences, from the pool of maybe other writings you have done, ideas. I think that you have what you need over here with this four. And it sort of bleeds in as well over here to the Nine of Pentacles. I really think you're going to be able to make something that does appeal to a lot of different people that are sort of interested in it, people who haven't read anything in that genre before. I think you have enough capabilities. We have enough material to where we can appeal to kind of a broader audience, get people excited about it. I think that's what is going to be one of your main factors here as well. It's sort of the Hanged Dragon, you know, a little bit of a hanged man here. I really think that you are looking for putting a different spin on this story as opposed to your other stories or your other books or what have you. In other words, you need something unique. You need a hook. You need something that really catches people's imagination, catches people's attention. And I think that's really going to be something that we can look forward to. The Hanged Man, especially in this particular reading, right? Level of enlightenment, kind of a little bit there as well. But it's just that sort of moving in a different direction, trying something new is going to get you the experience that you need and get you the success that you need in this project. Leslie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Got Patricia T, welcome. Be random with me, welcome as well. But yeah, overall, the Hierophant, it does say it is a big building. It's a large amount of thing, a big amount of things to handle. It's a large amount of material. It's going to be a big project. You definitely want to take it super seriously. Not only that, but you want to, you know, sort of small chunk it. So make an outline from a big, broad perspective. Try to find things where you're doing, find things where it's going. And I think once you sort of get everything moving, get everything hopping, you're going to be very successful in making that happen. So yeah, it's looking great. I really like it. And of course, I want to read it too, Bartman. I just got the brand new Kindle and I want to read anything that you write. I think it's definitely going to be awesome. Leslie, thank you again for your donation. You're in the queue. We got SP over there in the PayPal queue as well. Let's hop over to PayPal right now and get the fun started with the PayPal reads, because we do have SP wants to know something. Keith contacted me. All right, let's look at Keith. Contact me. There we go. Keith contacted me. If he ever will, can I ask when or will this sort of occur? What is going to happen? How long do we need to wait for that over there? For that, let's go to the Tarot Tower. We got two, a little bit in the main frame there. You know, it's sort of this deck is really going to be just the proper deck for this read over here. Tarot of the Lantern Path, if you haven't seen it, because a lot of y'all immediately ask, what the hell is that deck? It is Tarot of the Lantern Path. Absolutely amazing and beautiful. You have to have that. Reiki, what is going on? Good to see you. How's everybody doing this fine Monday night? Hopefully you survived just another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. It's get up and run day, but just not Monday. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, where's Keith going? What's Keith doing? When will they contact me? What is going to happen with all of this Keith stuff? Let's look at the Lantern Path and see where we're going to go. Modern Love Tarot for Leslie. Absolutely, I will. You got it. All right, that is upside down. All right, so we got a little bit of Seven of Pentacles, we got a Ten of Wands, we got an Ace of Pentacles, some pretty good pentacles here. It really feels like that you're looking at a little bit different time frame for this particular thing, right? So we can go to the deck and wheel and kind of look at where these sort of sit here. You look into the Seven of Pentacles, by the way, in here, that is sitting around the May area. You got a couple, you got the Ace and you got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is sitting at the end of the year. That's sort of interesting. I think if you sort of combine these two, the reason I say that is you have an Ace of Pentacles, right? I'm reaching out to you. I want to contact you. I want to sort of, see where you're at. I want to see what you're doing. And by the way, deck and wheel, you can Google that. Get you a deck and wheel on the screen and just make that happen. I do need to get a deck and wheel on this particular screen. I need to incorporate that. But anyway, yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, right? Again, looking at just a level of time frame over here, May. You're looking at 5 over here. You're looking at the end of December. I really think it is going to be more of a February time frame, sort of cut it in half as far as that goes. And the reason I say that is because you have these two time frames over here. And between them, you have the Ace of Pentacles. I want to start something. I want to initiate a communication. I want to start it back over, see what we can do, right? I think that's very important. Rosemary is important as well. Rosemary, thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, that Ace of Pentacles is nestled between these two dates. Man, SP, I really think February is when you're going to get the best connection, best contact from this. I do think you have a possible contact at the end of December, just my intuitive thing going here, but end of December, I think you have a possible contact, but I think it could collapse or just not happen or just not be something that, is sort of on target for that. I really think you're looking at February at this point. So there is a little bit of a time frame for you. So there we go. All right. If he ever will, I think they will. Again, end of December, I think you have a light possible thing. Maybe you want to do it. Maybe you don't. Something's weird about it. But yeah, definitely a better chance as far as February goes. All right. Linda, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Oh my God, Linda. Been around almost 2 years going over there. Linda's out of control. What's going on, Linda? Thank you again. I appreciate you. We got Kimberly wants the thought for you. Kimberly, are you even in the queue? Kimberly, I have no idea where you are. I have no idea where you are, Kimberly. I do not see you in the queue. But yeah, we go with V. How does the younger sister view me? Bad. I guess. I mean, we'll see about that. How does my younger sister view me? Bad. I don't know. Let's see if it's bad or good. I think we're going to get a fair representation over here. Rosemary, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. We're going to get a fair representation. Good, bad, indifferent. You know what we're doing? This one over here, still one of my favorites, still one of the mainstays on the channel. Gotta say now, we're still one of the mainframes. I'm an IT guy. I'm an IT guy. When my mispronunciation of something is a mainframe word. So yeah. All right, the younger sister view me. Good, bad, indifferent. Let's see. Teddy loves you. If nothing else, Teddy loves you. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, as far as views, you do have a Death card, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. You're really looking at something where she is just emotionally detached from anything right now. It feels like maybe, just something where they don't want to deal with it. Maybe something where they got emotional about something and then they had to pull back a little bit. It feels like there's a lot of different moving parts going on, right? It's almost like she had to make a choice and stuff. Yeah, JN, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Let me know what your question is. But yeah, you sort of have a Two of Pentacles. You really don't want to get into a situation where somebody, a relative, friend, what have you, has to make some decisions about you, something heavy, something hard decision. You really don't want to get in that situation, but it feels like we just sort of bumped up against that. In other words, maybe we just got into that. But yeah, the Two of Pentacles, right? The King of Cups, a little bit of an emotional dissonance where maybe I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I really think that they're kind of in that mode where they just don't want to deal with you at the moment, right? The Death card says they want you to change. They want you to be a little bit different. They want you to sort of do things a little differently than what you do. And I think that's fine, but that's not something that, you know what I'm saying, if it's your family, it's a relative or whatnot, they kind of have to accept you as is, and the fact that they're not is going to be a little bit difficult of a situation to deal with. So my view of it is that they sort of emotionally distance from you. They're having to make decisions they don't want to make about you. And bottom line is that they just, they're just in that level to where they don't want to deal with it. They just don't want to deal with it at the moment. So that's kind of how they view you. You're just sort of as a little bit of a, I don't want to deal with this right now. I got other things to do and whatnot. But yeah, you're just going to have to sort of deal with that. Now, they do want you to change. But again, that is not something that you may be wanting to do. You may not want to just bend over backwards and do a bunch of different things for this particular individual. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, V, what a brat. I mean, I don't know, V. Entertainment purposes only. Never assume that I know what your sister thinks of you based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Leslie is next. Leslie wanted a little bit of a modern love tarot. Leslie was like, look, can you use the modern love tarot for me? Look, it's right here. It is right here. It is modern and it is lovely. It is the modern love tarot, my friends. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes over there. All right, so let's get over here to Leslie. How does the Scorpio Sun Capra? Scorpio, good luck with that. I'm dealing with all that. That's fun. Yeah, good luck. Scorpio, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. How do they feel about me? That could be modern love indeed. So let's see what's going on. See what's happening. What the heck? Chat keeps erasing everything except the emojis from what I type. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Andrew, I see all the stuff that you're typing, dude. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I see all the stuff that you're typing. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Scorpio feels about me. 9 of Cups. The Devil, the Chariot. Nice indeed. It looks like this is a person that does indeed sort of like your company. They see you as somebody reliable, somebody exciting, somebody that's sort of, on their side, right? You can be on my side. This is something that I enjoy being around. I kind of like chilling out with you. A lot of good stuff here. Give that 9 of Cups is supposedly the best card in the deck, according to Lon Milo Pickett in his particular book. So that does sort of bode well for how do we see me, how do we perceive me, and what have you. I think that is a fantastic card to have there, especially sort of this relaxed thing, right? In the tub, luxury. It's something where you bring in the good feelings, you bring in the party, you bring in things that they like to see, that they like to experience and whatnot. And 8 of Pentacles as well. They're able to work with you. They're able to sort of be on your side. That's what I'm talking about. It's sort of like a teamwork. We can be together. We can have a team over here. And I think that's going to be sort of exciting and very cool indeed, because you do want somebody that is going to be on your side. Somebody's not going to nitpick everything that you do. Somebody's going to accept you as you are, because a lot of times when we do encounter people that just want us to change, they want us to morph into their life, you know what I'm saying? And they want us to dramatically change and do everything differently, and they're not going to change for us. They want us to, all of that other stuff. But yeah, this is somebody who you don't really have to deal with that. The Chariot as well. I think that we're on a journey for this particular person. They are going to take us to places that we have not been, definitely with that. The Devil says just watch out for the Scorpio tail, right? Evo and a YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. You just sort of watch out for the Scorpio tail with that Devil. You really don't want to make them upset. You really don't want them to be worked up at you because they will just turn on you just like that. Just like that. It'll be 1 second, they'll be happy and laugh, and the next second, they'll be full yelling at you. So I'm just saying a little bit of that devil action. You don't want to be dealing with all of that. So there we go. YouTube user, thank you for your double donation. I appreciate you. All right. Got Rosemary up next. Is S scheming to cause me trouble at work? Oh my God. Ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, you want to go to work, you just want to work and go home. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to work, you want to finish your work, complete everything, and go home. No drama. Nobody has time for drama at work. Definitely not. At Waterfall Tarot, though, has no drama to it. I'm just saying, this is a deck that I created. So if you want to support me, if you like the readings, if you like all of that good stuff, and you want a good deck for only $19, that is insanely cheap. That's cheaper than most Amazon decks. And it is handmade. Literally handmade. I hand painted all the stuff in there. Nice thick deck. You're not going to get a deck this thick off Amazon for $19, what I'm saying. And I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Now, are they scheming to cause me problems at work? Oh my. I'm actually going to say yes. I mean, you know, I was coming into the reading and I was like, nah, you're Gucci. This not, you know what I'm saying? This should be all right. And then you just want to come into work and do your work. Ain't nobody got time for scheming. I was going to say, no, they got it. I actually think, yeah, you got a thumbs up. I think they may be scheming to cause you trouble at work. The Tower, I do think they got something in mind. They just do. They have something in mind. Something is going on over there. And yeah, you're going to have to deal with it. You just really have to sort of get in front of it with this. Now, this person that's doing the scheming, they are the wounded warrior. They feel like everybody is against them. They feel like nobody is on their side. And they just sort of taking it out on people, right? YouTube user, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. But they are taking it out on the people at 9 of Wands. I'm just sort of pissed off in general. I think if you just sort of ignore it, let it go. Here's the thing. Most people at work only want to do work and go home. They don't have time for drama. They don't have the patience for drama. So as this person sort of tries to recruit people in their little thing, I don't think it's going to work. I think 99% of people at work want to get their stuff done and go home. Nobody wants extra crap, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what you're going to run into with that. So they're going to be kind of dead-ending it a little bit, trying to do this, drum up support, and it's going to be like, not really, not really. I have a new boss at work. Is my position going to be changed? Oh, so a bit lesser or a lower one. By the way, Jeremy, are you in chat? Did you put your question in the chat? Jeremy, I do not see you. Let me know what your question is. Asshole, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, autobiography last week, it was quite a journey. Yeah, Lon Malu Duquette is pretty cool indeed. YouTube user, thank you for your gazillion. The donation, I really appreciate you. Thank you for being back. YouTube user has returned. It is the return of the YouTube user. You know what I'm saying? All right, we have a new boss at work. Is my position still going to be changed? Are they going to move me around? I'll be honest with you. I think they are going to move you around. Entertainment purposes only. Never, ever, ever do what a fat man on YouTube says. You know what I'm saying? Never believe what a fat man on YouTube says. It is an entertaining reading. But that said, I think they're going to shuffle you around a little bit. Sneaking around, a lot of movement over here. Lots and lots of movement over here. Almost like it's something that you didn't want to do. I wanted to stay in my position. I was excited about staying. And then all of a sudden, it's like this thing just didn't work out. 5 of Swords, you feel a little bit defeated for the change, right? If you're looking for a higher or lower one, I actually think it's going to be possibly a lower one. Again, entertainment purposes only, but yeah, there you go. Kimberly, there you go. All right, it's for Kimberly. All right, Kimberly, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. But yeah, you'd have a Six of Swords, just something, a Nine of Swords, just something to be concerned about. I do think that you end up being concerned. You hear about the change, but I think you're being shuffled around. I think you're being moved around, and I think it could be a lower one as far as the shuffling and the shifting goes. So, that's the way it is. That is the way it is. At least that's what I believe with all of that. And I really think you get the news, and then you have to process it a little bit. That's kind of what that worry, that Nine of Swords is. You get the news, you got to process it. You got to sort of adjust to it. You got to sort of figure out what you're going to do. Because I think there's a level of like, what am I going to do now? And I think that's kind of be going with that indeed. All right. Jan said a PayPal. I'd like to know if the new career choices are correct. Let's see what's going on with all of that stuff. All right. New career choices are correct. Let's use the thought. Everybody wants to play with the thought, but are you ready for the full adventure? Are you ready for what the thought could give you? Because it could be wild and wacky indeed. You don't know. You don't know. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening over here. All right. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for your donation and support. I appreciate you hanging out on the stream. Welcome. Everybody else, welcome as well. If you haven't already hit that like and sub, go ahead and hit that. We got boxes, unboxings, we got news, we got everything on the channel. It is a non-stop party over here is what I'm saying. So make sure and hit that like and sub button. Support me on the channel. I greatly appreciate you. All right. We made some career choices. Are they going to be correct? We got a lot of detail here. Let's dig into it. The first thing we have is temperance. If you're kind of in that mode, right, about the career choices, changing things, I think you've sort of, okay, when we're doing some changes, right, from here to there, I really think that you don't want to be too drastic about it. So let's say I have a career as a plumber, and then I choose a new career path as a stockbroker, right? It could be, that's a little drastic. It's a little drastic. But let's say I have a career as a application developer, and then I have a different career change with a different language, but I'm still kind of an application developer, but now I'm support. You know what I'm saying? See, I think that you sort of need that in your career change. In other words, not too drastic, not too different, because you do have that mixing of fire and water over here. And I think that you're going to have a difficulty doing a big update, a big thrust into something new that you haven't done before. It's sort of totally different. I think that's going to be kind of difficult indeed. V, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But sort of keep it, a little bit off of the extremes. I think you're going to be a lot better off as far as this goes. Now, you do have a little bit of this, right? The pregnant queen over here sort of looking out, sort of have the barren land, but sort of refertilizing is. I really think that sort of represents that, yes, you can do this. You can go into the barren land. We can refertilize it. We can get and sort of do that new beginning, that new change. I think that's going to be fantastic as well. And then we have the Aeon sort of moving into, this level of new things, adventurous things. I think you're going to be able to embrace it, and I think you're going to be able to make that happen. Crystal, you sure can. I just started. Welcome, Mina and Crystal. How is it going? Good to see both of you. But yeah, overall, the Sun is just a great card, especially at the end of the reading. You have the Sun, gives a lot of positive vibes. It gives a lot of light as well. It says your journey is lit up. Your journey does have a level of guidance to it. You are going to be able to do things here that you couldn't otherwise do. And I think you're going to have an exciting time. I think you're having a great success in making this happen. So I think it's going to be very nice indeed. So overall, we're going to give you the thumbs up over here, because I think that the career choices, the current career as we're moving forward, as we're sort of updating things, making some choices, making possibly some change. I think it's going to be good indeed. All right. Did H get the hell out? H could be gone. Could be gone. Let's get the Star Trek Tarot. If I'm going to move to Toronto, I would move in the Enterprise, right? You know what I'm saying? It could move in the Enterprise. Let's see what's going on with the Star Trek Tarot. If we're going to be able to do that, I mean, hey, if they moved, that kind of solves your problem if they're going to contact you or not, is what I'm saying. Oh, man, the Corbinite, we do have a move, and we do have Temperance card again. I think so. Everybody saying. I'm just going to say, you know, just a little bit of a thumbs up. I got to say it. You do have the 5 of coins over here. It feels like where they were wasn't working for them. They need something different. They need something special. I think somebody is waiting for them in Toronto. When you look at the tower, when you look at the Doomsday Machine, you have another Enterprise, another ship that was able to assist on this particular journey as they tried to kill off the cigar thing in the thing. But yeah, I do think that is something, yeah, that they did do. They did do indeed. Now, I think they are going to have a really wild time trying to get everything done over in that area. But hey, you sort of have the Temperance card over here. I think they'll be able to handle it and whatnot. But yeah, long and prosper indeed. So hopefully they do live long and prosper. It is H, though. You never know what they're going to do. Never know what they're going to do. Could have a money reading for the next month. Let's make that happen over here for Evo. Evo, we need a money reading for you. You know who knows money? Do you know who knows all about money? This is the person on the stream that is just the best suited to discuss and to sort of give money advice. It's Teddy. Teddy knows money. Teddy is all about the fat cash, right? Teddy has a heart on their shirt. And yeah, Teddy knows Evo. They know. They're fully aware. They're fully cognizant of how the money thing could go. So let's get a little bit of a money reading over there. Make that happen. Crystal, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. We got Assel and Crystal in the mix. In the mix indeed. Y'all will be after Anne. So we got Anne here in a minute, and then we're going to do that. We're going to make it happen. Thank you again, Crystal. Okay. So yeah, money reading for the next month. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, Knight. Ooh, nice indeed. All right, here's the thing. I really think you have a couple of things dragging you down in money. Either it could be people, it could be things, it could be bills. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything with that. V wants a general. General, you will have V. No problem at all. But yeah, you're looking at things dragging us down. We kind of have to give that up, right? We have to give that up. We have to do a little bit of a sacrifice here. We have to get a little bit of an update here. So you're going to have to abandon something. You have to give up something in order for make things to work. And it could be maybe a luxury thing that you're doing. It could be maybe loaning somebody some money. It could be a lot of different things, but we do have to give something up in order to make this work in the long run. 8 of Cups just says so, right? Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. I really think the money situation is going to be a lot better starting, especially in March, if you're willing to wake that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, willing to do that. I think money situation is going to get dramatically better in March, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good overall. You do need to let go of something, make it happen. I think that's going to be where you're at. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Andrea, welcome. Good to see you. All right. Who else joined? V changed their question. No, you're not a pain in the butt at all. It's no problem at all. V, I have a app that keeps track of all the donations and all this other stuff. Would change yours to a general. A job. Starting to like it again? YouTube user. Wait a minute. Wait. You're starting to like your job again? All you did was complain about your job when you first came in here. you were on top of that job. You were just like, I can't do it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. And now you're starting to like it again? I don't know. So what's the difference? What happened between the old day? Here's the problem that you had with your, and I kept telling you that your job isn't half bad. You know what I'm saying? Because people were like you were substituting for people that were higher management. I mean, you were subbing for managers, and people don't have you subbing for managers if you aren't somebody they trust and appreciate. They had also just given you a raise and a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, are you sure it's that bad? And you were like, I got to get out of here, man. But I don't know what happened, but I'm glad that you're enjoying it a little more now. Andrea, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Future of your current job. You've been there a while. You've been there a long time. People rely on you. You know what I'm saying? Strength. And again, you're able to substitute for managers. Not everybody can do that. They don't trust everybody to do that. So you have that level of trust, that level of confidence. And I think strength means you do bring in that level of strength, a level of confidence, a level of, I know, you know what you're doing. You have a lot of positive vibes. You have a lot of good things happening here. So they rely on you indeed. And they did just give you the raise and what have you. Four of Wands, you're just a member of the family at this point. This is your home. A lot of people are familiar with you. Now, you did complain that there was a lot of competition. Did that ease up, or like what's going on with that? But Hermit says you're uniquely qualified to do things up there that nobody else can do. So the Hermit, you have qualifications, you have things that are up there that only you can do, and they rely on you. Happy home, happy family. So I really think you have a good level of support. I think you're going to be able to be there as long as you want, quite frankly. Anyway, love reading regarding G. Let's make that happen. And then let's go to PayPal. We got Assel, we got Crystal up in the queue next. Let's make this happen over here. Let's get a deck we haven't used in a little bit. Oh, man. We get the Happy Reversal deck. The Happy Reversal deck makes it happen, right? 9 months without opening this deck, going for a full year. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. You have to have goals. You know what I'm saying? You need to have goals. All right. Love reading involving G. Is G going to be where we want to be? Oh, man. G is always an interesting read, to say the least. Oh, the Five of Swords. Full-on bad Five of Swords with that. You got the star kind of flipped as well. You got a lot of flipped cards over here. The Five of Swords sort of reversed over here. It just means that the bad is already behind you. So you just have sort of a good possibility next. You have a good thing happening next. I think you have sort of an unlocked cheat code that you could be using here. Five of Swords. The bad things are behind us. The defeat is behind us. A lot of the negativity is behind us when it comes to G. So I think you have nothing but positive on the forefront, especially over here. Six of Swords also said the journey is over. Like, there's not really much you need to do, right? If we had flipped it, we had to say there's a long journey to get G on our side. There's a long journey within this realm and whatnot. It feels like all of the journey has wrapped up, right? We have it reversed. All of the journey is wrapped up. We don't have to do anything. The boat is parked. The boat doesn't need to be used anymore. So I really think that all the stuff that you've done so far works. It functions. It's good, right? Just have to get them over their illness or what have you. Communicate. I think doors will open indeed. Seven of Wands does say the defensiveness is kind of over. You don't really have to do a lot here. And you have this recurring theme of, I don't need to do a lot more. I don't need to expend a lot more effort. I can just sort of take it easy. We can sort of connect with them, communicate with them. I think that's going to be good. The star also says you've kind of reached the end of that journey where you know what you need to do. You're just waiting to be able to do it, waiting to reach out, waiting to connect. I think once we connect, once things get started and moving, I think that's going to be exciting indeed for you. So there we go. You can't be bothered to open the Tarot of Dragons. Man, there's a lot of hate for the Tarot of Dragons. The Dungeons and Dragons Tarot. That was much worse, though. That was much worse. All right, let's go for the next question. We got PayPals coming out. The PayPals over there. We got Assel wants to know something. Let's look at AA. Let's look at A, not Alcoholics Anonymous either. Future husband and marriage. Let's see about that. When will I meet the future husband and get married? Let's see what's going on with all of that. If marriage is going to be in our future. 10 of Wands and the Death card. I really think as far as meeting a future husband, you are looking at next year to sort of get into that mode, get into that opportunity, open the doors so they're going to take you where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? It will take you where you want to be indeed. But yeah, let's see what's going on with that. So yeah, the Death card, there are changes that need to happen. I think you're at a level to where you do need to make some changes in your life. You need to make sort of an open door to the possibility of something like that. Are you ready? Do you have an open door? Are there things that you need to do? Are there things that you need to address? What kind of things need to be set up, need to be prepared for somebody to come into your life? Because a lot of times we are in that mode where we want this, we want that, but we don't really have the capability yet. We don't really have the open door to make that happen yet. And I think that's kind of frustrating sometimes. But yeah, once you have that level, indeed, I think that's going to be a little bit better. And I do believe you are looking at next year to make all of that happen. So there we go. We got Crystal is next. Crystal wants to know something a little bit. Let's see. So Crystal donated. I know that V changed their question. You're 3 away. Did Crystal put their question in chat? I don't know. Crystal, did you put your question in chat? Maybe you did and I missed it. Let me scroll around and see what's going on over there in NC. Let's see. Crystal, I love your energy. I love your energy too. You donated. I got that. Can I still donate? You can still donate, and you did donate, but I have no idea what your question is. So if you want to type that into chat, then I can see that. I'm scrolling around trying to find it. I just don't find anything. But yeah, Crystal, let me know what your question is, and you will be next. Until then, we will hop over to YouTube user. What does Ann want with me? Long term, you ain't feeling it. That happens. You know, that happens. A lot of people are all excited about a long-term relationship, and then they screw it up, then they screw it up again, and then they screwed it up again. But what you can't screw up, the Wonder World Tarot, the best tarot deck that I have. Push it over into that over there on the push kitty side. Make it over happen. All right, Crystal, I got your question. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on here. D&J reconnect coming December. Okay, cool. Anyway, long term, you ain't feeling it. You ain't feeling it. You know, that happens to the best of us. You're just like in that mode where everything's rocking and rolling, and then you're like, you know, I really don't care. I don't care anymore. All right, what do they want with you? Man, I really think that, yeah, here's the thing. I think what they want and what they can achieve are two different aspects. Two completely different aspects. I think they do want something long-term. The Star. They've said it before. They'll say it again. Are they a person that can do that reliably? They can make that happen reliably? I don't think so. You got a 5 of coins. They will be dragging you through a level of difficulty that you haven't seen before in trying to make that happen, right? They're a little bit unreliable. They didn't really know what they want. I really think that, you know, they're in that mode where they're not willing to settle down, but they want it anyway. The 6 of Wands. I really think they're getting pressure from some of their peers, from some of their friends, what have you, maybe family, about sort of long-term relationships and stuff. And if you're not feeling it, you may want to just tell them, look, you know, it's fun. We'll do this and that. But as far as the long-term goes, they're really not feeling that right now. You know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, will H return and contact me? Well, the previous reading, they did leave. So let's see if they're going to return. If it's a full-time thing, are they going to come back? And then we'll do Crystal's reading. Andrea, thank you for your like and a sub. I greatly appreciate you. Strength, the 3 and the 6. I really don't think they're coming back until like, oh man, I don't think they're coming back for like weeks and weeks and weeks. I think this is something that's going to be dragged out a little longer than what you would have expected. I really think that Strength card, again, I think there's a reason that they left. I think somebody is waiting for them. Again, I'm going to say it again. Somebody is waiting for them over there. So I think that's why they're either moving or they left or something like that. They're sort of pushing for that, right? 3 of Wands. This is a coordination that somebody else did. I'm just going on a limb here, but I'm feeling like they're hooking up with somebody. They're doing something with someone else at this point, right? The 6 of Coins. We have sort of this thing going together. We're moving together. And I think you're going to have to kind of deal with that because I think there are repercussions from that indeed. And that is not going to be something you want to deal with. But yeah, that's what I think as far as that goes. Crystal is next. And Crystal wanted us to know, will Jay and I reconnect and call me in December or January? All right. Let's sort of get this done over here. A little bit of a Shadow Seekers Tarot is going to be over here, and that is going to be where you really want to do. You know, Shadow Seekers Tarot is awesome. You got to absolutely love this thing. So let's see where we're going to go with this. All right, man. All right. Will me and Jay reconnect, and will they call me in December or January? Let's first look at a reconnection, if that is going to be possible. See what kind of reconnection we can get over here. Got a Justice, got a 4, got a 3 of Wands. I really think, yeah, that does point to a reconnection. I do think that we have a reconnection possibility over here. You do have a 9 of Swords at the end. Okay, I think that a reconnection is possible indeed. I think logistics are just going to be killing you at this point. It's like there's something in the way that you have to deal with before you're able to get this really working. I think the idea of reconnecting is something they want to do. I think the idea is something that you want to do indeed. Unfortunately, I do think you get just a logistical nightmare trying to make this happen. I do think they will contact you in December. Is looking good here. 5 of Swords. It just says we try, but nobody's really feeling it. Nobody's really in that mode where it's working. It is functional or anything like that. But we do give it a shot indeed. 4 of Pentacles. I want to get some happy home, happy family back. I kind of have what I need over here, and I want to share it with you, what have you. You do have a Justice card. Let's balance things out. Let's try to get things back together. But I just think that either one of you isn't feeling it, maybe both aren't feeling it. I think there are logistical issues about getting reconnected. In other words, somebody is over there on their side that doesn't want it to happen. I do think there are things that have happened over there as far as Jay is concerned that maybe you're not aware of. Sort of that 3 of Wands. I think Jay has been looking and scanning and getting out there and seeing what is available. And I think that they're sort of in that. Overall, 9 of Swords says, yeah, you don't really want to worry about it a ton. If it's going to happen, let it happen organically. I think if we're really kind of trying to push this, I don't think it's going to function very well at all. I think you're going to be in a mode where it just doesn't work and trying to push it. So if we're going to make it happen, if this is something that we can do, again, we need to let it happen organically and just see where it goes, because it just feels like, yeah, this is kind of a level of difficulty as far as getting back together, as far as reconnecting and actually doing things. After that, reconnection's easy. It's what follows that may never be easy indeed. We got V wants a general. Let's see what's going on with all of that. Let's get a little bit of a general read for V over here. Are we going to do? Of course, you know I love this deck. It is so adventurous. It's Adventure Tarot. The Adventure Tarot. It is adventurous. It's fun. Everybody loves it. And, you know what I'm saying? Maya, welcome. Good to see you. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're finding a fantastic Monday night. We survived another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That is my fun day, my get up and run day. But it is not Monday. But it's not Sunday anymore. But, yeah. Actually, Sunday was not my get up and run day. I sat and I read on my new Kindle. I read and I read and I read more on the new Kindle. I also did get rid of, I sold a game that I bought for a while, right? Sold a game that I bought and went to meet somebody. They bought my game, and I'm very happy to get urt of this game. I did not expect it to be 5 foot tall. When I buy a board game, right, I don't expect it to be 5 foot tall and be the size of a small person. I want like just a board game, right? I didn't know. I got caught off guard, and I immediately knew that this was going to be something I'm never in my lifetime ever going to play. So yeah, I'm happy to get rid of it. All right. In general, make it happen. You get a 9 of Cups. Life just works. Life works for you. You do have this level of just comfort, a level of success, a level of things just functioning, working for you. I think mid-December to late December, something happens to where it just feels like everything is working for you, right? That celebration, that party, everything's going well. It's fantastic. Having a lot of fun with that. Enjoy it while you can, right? Because I do think you have a Page of Wands and a lot of movement. I think you have a lot of things to do at the first of the year, right? The first of the year. There's a lot of things you're going to have to do, a lot of challenges that you're going to face as we sort of come into there, right? But I think that's going to be very important. Be ready, be rested up, be ready to go. First of the year, it is going to start. And I mean, a lot of things happening with that, right? You're going to have to move. You're going to have to go for it. You have to make a lot of things happen. Page of Wands as well. I think you have people in your life that are going to be promising you things, that are going to be hyping this and hyping that. I don't think they just can deliver. I really don't. I don't think they can deliver. So just be aware of that. Don't take a lot of people super seriously when they promise something, because a lot of people just can't deliver what they need to and what they're sort of spouting as something that they want to do or something that they can do. You know, kind of have a little bit of reservation as it goes in that, right? 5 foot game. Oh my God. Completely unreasonable for a game to be that huge. I didn't know. And the game weighed 40 pounds, right? So I like text the dude. I'm like, bro, you need to park right next to me because this is a 5 foot, 40 pound box that I don't want to open. I don't care what's inside. I need to get rid of it. So yeah, but I ended up, so I paid $100-something for it, and I sold it for $350. So hey, I made a little bit of money off that. I think I made $200 off of that. Apparently, they had production issues and all of the fulfillments couldn't be made. So a lot of people just got screwed out of it. So yeah. And so it was a high demand product. And so, yeah, I sold it for a profit. Rose, can I please get a little bit of a general reading? Let's make it happen. We got the Key Tarot over here. Now, my friends, if you want to make one of these, right? You got like, you know, your sister likes to dress up like this. And you're like, I want to make a tarot deck. So I'm going to take a picture of my sister dressed like, you know, like dressed up in the living room against a wall. And I'm going to put it in Photoshop into something cool, like maybe a field or something like that, right? You can do that. I made a video where I made a video to where I show you exactly how to do these kind of things in 10 minutes. You don't have to wait hours and hours. You don't have to be an expert on Photoshop to sort of put people in a scene. I show you how to do it in 10 minutes, right? Because there's new stuff out there right now that has never been there before that will let you do incredible things in Photoshop that you have never done before. And if you like that video, I spent a lot of time making that video. Very easy to do. I made it super simple for you. If you like stuff like that, hit that like and sub button. Show me, let me know that you support me on this. You want to see stuff. You want the technical geek like me to show you stuff like this, right? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they're just not going to show you this. You're not never going to know this, but I'm a geek, and I'm going to let you know. Anyway, general reading. Let's make it happen. You got Justice. You got a lot of swords over here. A couple of swords over here. It is time to do battle very soon, Rose. You're going to have to go to battle. You're going to have to sort of stand up for things. You're going to have to find things to sort of defend yourself with. I think that you're in that mode of, yeah, it's time to go to battle. It's time to figure out what to do here. You got a couple of swords happening over here. Justice, it feels like you're not getting what you need and what you deserve. It feels like you are getting maybe stabbed in the back a little bit from somebody that you know. You are getting a couple of challenges that are coming through here. The Justice and the King of Swords, because the King of Swords needs everything to go their way. They are a little bit demanding, you know what I'm saying? They need things their way. They need things how it's going to go. And a lot of times it just doesn't work out the way that it needs to. Strength card. Be very patient when it comes to other people, especially the next couple of months. You are going to get into a situation where you feel like people are not on your side. You don't know who is, who isn't. And I think that's going to be something you're going to have to deal with indeed. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Andrea is next. Andrea wants to know something. I have no idea what Andrea wants to know, but we are going to find out by clicking the button over here and seeing. Let's see. Amazing cards again. Like and subscribe. You have cards. You trust everyone. Andrea, what is your question? Let me know. Thank you for all your support and comments joining over here. Hit that like and sub button. While I wait for Andrea's question, let me see what's going on over here. We got Assel over here on the PayPal side. AA wants to know. X. We got the X's all in Texas, I assume. See me romantically. All right. How does this particular X see me romantically? Do they like me? Do they not like me? Is this something that could be continued? Something that could be sort of moved forward and get into the next thing happening? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Maybe indeed. Let's use this particular deck here. Do I have a thing for this deck? Do I have a thing for this deck? It's not Baroque. It's not Angel. It's not Forest. I don't. That's my bads. That's my bads. What is this? What does this button here do? This button here. Oh, that's my deck. Okay, never mind. All right, that's what that button does. Julia, welcome. Good to see you. All right. The X see me romantically. How do they see me romantically? Let's get it happen over here. Man, you do have a little bit of the, I mean, if you're looking for this person to maybe return or something like that, I think that is possible indeed. You'd have a possibility for this individual to return. I do think that they have sort of thought about you. They have sort of had you on their mind. You know, I think they have the possibility open, at least have the open possibility of getting back with you or trying to work things out or seeing where things could go. I think that is going to be relevant indeed and something that you may want to look forward with this particular individual. So I think that's possible indeed. The reason I say that is the Seven of Swords is such a powerful card. It says we could have a return of somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have it already, I discuss this in my tarot guidance book. My tarot guidance book tells you all about this kind of things. My reading system, if you want to know how I'm reading, what I'm using, what system is happening, it is all detailed out into there. So very, very important indeed. All right. So yeah, still waiting for Andrea's question. No idea what your question is. Anyway, lockdown weight, trying to lose it now. Okay. Andrea, I have no idea what your question is. Let me know what your question. You're still in the queue. Anne is next. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Should I sabotage someone that hurt me or no? Well, now, entertainment purposes only. You know, I'm not gonna say yes or no because I could get in a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with the This Might Hurt tarot for this one because it sounds like you were hurt. It sounds like you were hurt indeed. So let's see what's going on. Never sabotage anyone based upon a fat man reading tarot on the internet. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think it's not good for you. So yeah, let's see what's going on anyway. We're going to read some cards for it. You answered it already. Well, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you. All right. I guess this is the last reading of the night. Maybe we'll do some free readings. I'll do 1 or 2 free readings. All right. If you have not had a reading tonight and you want a reading, put your question in chat. Wild Wolf has a question. I know that. I don't know if Strider had a question. Wild Wolf, what is your question? Strider, what is your question? Michelle C, what is your question? Maya, what is your question? Be Random with Me, what is your question? Leslie, what is your question? No, you already did, Leslie. Anyway, if you haven't had a reading tonight, let me know. All right. Should you sabotage somebody? You know, the Judgment card, it does say you're pretty upset about it. I mean, the Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation, it keeps coming up in your mind. It keeps bothering you. You're like, I do feel slighted. I do feel difficulty here. A 10 of Cups, though. You know, the best thing that you can do for other people that don't like you is to make yourself successful, because that is the worst punishment for them, is for you to live a successful, happy life. You know what I mean? They don't like that at all, because they're angry at you and they don't like you. So to see you live a successful, beautiful, and happy life with this 10 of Cups, just to do your own thing, I think that would be their worst punishment indeed. The Moons just don't be emotional about it. You have to go forth. You have to accept, you know, the fact that, yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to go around that. And you really don't want to have that negative energy. You don't want to have these plans. You don't want to get in a situation where you're just in trouble. And, you know, I don't think that works. I don't think that works for you. So again, the best punishment that anybody can have for somebody that you don't like is to see them be wonderful and having a great life. And I want you to live a fantastic, successful, and absolutely beautiful life and be very happy. And I think that is going to be punishment enough for them. Be Random with Me. We got Wild Wolf. Your question, does the girl I want to get with share the same feelings? Well, if she doesn't, you may want to watch out for the restraining order. You know what I mean? May want to watch out for that restraining order. All right, let's see what's going on with that. Live in AZ. Yeah, is it hot in AZ? I don't know. I'm in Texas, and it was 75 today, and it's supposed to be winter time, but it's 75 degrees. Wild Wolf wants to know if they like me. If they don't, you may want to be careful, because restraining order could be next. Not a Pentacle, King of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. I don't think so. I just, you know, I don't really. You get the 5 of Pentacles over here. It feels like that they've thought about it, and it's just not an option that they want. Just not an option that they want. So I guess we'll go with a little bit of a thumbs down over here for this. But yeah, not an option over there. King of Wands. It says, you know, I mean, you like this girl, I would approach and at least sort of be friendly and have fun and be that fun person and be awesome and just sort of be there and be that really cool person. I think they will appreciate that, and they may sort of warm up to you a little bit more. And Knight of Pentacles just says that they already have somebody else in mind. That's what I'm saying. They have somebody else in mind. They're crushing on somebody else. And that's somebody else. Unfortunately, it's not you. All right, and the last reading of the night, we're going to go over here and hit the ending us soon button. The last reading of the night will be Random with Me. Wants to know, will I be going to Michigan for Christmas? Let's see what's going on with all of that. That would be a beautiful place to be in a Christmas. So let's see what's going on. And can we get to Michigan in time? All right, that could be it. It could be it. 64 degrees. Yeah, it was 75 degrees over here. I just don't know. I don't know. 75 is supposed to be winter. It's supposed to be winter. Now, I don't miss, a couple of winters ago, we did have temperatures in the negative 20. So I don't want that. But I do want a little bit of a winter, little winter going on. All right, we've been going to Christmas. I really think so. I like it. We're going to go with all of that, right? We're going to go with all of this with a little bit of a thumbs up action over here. And we're going to say yes. Four of Wands, returning home. Getting back, meeting the people that we know we haven't seen in quite some time. The Four of Wands, that meet up, finding the people, getting all the good news, the sun, getting out in the sun. And the sun is sort of a travel card, right? We're getting out in the sun, we're celebrating, we're having fun with all of this. So the sun does say, yeah, we do have a possibility here. God's Girl, thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate you. The Seven of Cups. I think this is something that is bittersweet. Like there's good news and there's bad news. So if you're looking for all good news, I don't really see it happening. It feels like it's a little bit of a mix in between, which it does say there could be a couple of challenges in there. But overall, I think you're going to be traveling over there. It's going to be a great time, and you're going to have a fantastic Christmas indeed. Be random with me, as always. Thank you for being here. And everybody else, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I greatly appreciate you, and we will see you tomorrow.
I'm fed up with changes. Come pick me up, 'cause I just want to see the light. I want to be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see your face where